Hey everyone, welcome back to the Astral Thoughts podcast with Astro Boy. On today's podcast, I'll be focusing on dreams. Why? Because everyone dreams. Some people say that they never dream or, they barely dream, but the truth is we dream every night. We may not remember it, but we do it. And a lot of things, well, some things that happen to me over the night is like, say, for example, I'm like, well, I didn't dream, but then like I'll think of something or see something throughout the day, and just be like, I'll remember a dream that occurred the night prior. So yeah, guys, we do dream, and we do it every night. So don't say you never had a dream. All right, so let's focus on how we actually get to dreams. So basically, we have these brain waves, and these brain waves are altered while we get to that dream state. So we have the gamma brain wave, and this one is we have like a heightened sense, and this is like when we're doing tasks like learning, or we're doing something like problem solving. Beneath that one is beta. So the beta brainwave, this is when we're awake. So this is you right now listening to the podcast. This is what you are feeling. Beneath that one is the alpha brainwave. And this is when you could be meditating or just relaxing. You see, this is like you receiving a massage, doing something that kind of soothes you. This could be like maybe like you're painting or something. This is while you kind of like in the zone, and you just relaxed. Beneath that one is the theta brainwave, and theta is when you're like basically like kind of like in a deep meditation, and this is also when you're dreaming. So this is the key one right here, the alpha brainwave. I lied. Sorry, this is the theta. I meant theta. So this is the key one. Theta brainwave is the key one. This is one when you're dreaming or in a deep meditation. And beneath that one is the delta brainwave, and this is when you're just out cold. So what I was going with there is basically, how do we reach these states? And basically it's like when you meditate, you just slower your brainwave frequency, and once you do that, you're able to alter your basically like your consciousness, and you're able to travel to other dimensions. So the deeper we go into these brainwave frequencies, so like this, the slower these frequencies start to go, you're able to alter your consciousness and exist in a different reality. And in this reality is where we dream. And we also were able to create these experiences, or even create people that we've never even seen before, and just do all these things we're not able to do in the physical world. And there's been a bunch of stories of like what people have done in their dreams in this state. People have been able to produce melodies, or they actually heard melodies in the dream, and they were able to then wake up and then record what they heard. And there's been people that were able to see certain sculptures or paintings in their dreams, and then when they woke up, they were able to later create this in waking life. So there's like a lot of benefits to this, guys. Basically of what we do every night, but it's just something we don't really recall. And so where we go when we dream, everyone always talks about that. And what I believe is that like we basically just go in a reality that we create. So once we enter that theta brainwave, we're able to create a reality in our own mind, kind of like a game simulator. And in that simulation, we're able to just do whatever we want, to just basically experience whatever we want, and just learn basically like the same way we learn in real life, but kind of have no consequences and have to basically deal with anything or people. The other thing though, once we get into that state, we also have the option of having, depending on if you're lucid. So this also kind of gets into like lucid dreaming. So lucid dreaming is just basically when you're actually aware that you're in your dream, and once you're lucid, it's just basically you have like a heightened consciousness. Because when we dream at night, we don't really realize we're dreaming. That's why That's why when we dream, we tend to hold back on things. So say, for example, if you're in a dream, you may not want to jump off a roof because you're just like, I don't know if I might die. When you're lucid and you're in a dream, you're like, you know what, I'm jumping off this building because I know I'm lucid and I can then start flying. So that's basically the difference. And basically we could get enter that gate or enter that door to enter lucid dreamings. Or then you could then go into an astral projection. You could take it a step further and have an astral projection experience. So where we go, we basically go into a different reality and just experience basically traveling to another dimension and just interacting with things that exist outside of our mind. Now, also, depending on the type of dream you guys may have, it could be a bad dream or a good dream. Well, it also depends on the type of person. A bad dream to someone might be a good dream to someone else. So depending on what type of person you are. So there's things that can also influence your dreams. So, that's why, a lot of people don't like to, parents tell their kids not to watch a scary movie because, they weren't able to sleep at night and they'll have some type of scary dream. So there's things that may be negative that can influence your dream. You could have something that happened to you in the past. So for example, like you saw someone get hit by a car and, you have a dream of something that may be similar in that type of sense. Or you may have a dream that could be like about someone that you may not like. You might encounter that person. And the other big thing is like, your subconscious mind. As your subconscious mind comes awake at night when you have these dreams. So anything that you may suppress in life or things that, you've done or you've seen and you just don't really deal with it, you're definitely going to have a dream that's going to basically talk about it. And another thing that's weird about dreams will have these symbols or signs that will basically only kind of make sense to you. I'll try to think of an example. So say, for example, I had this, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast recently, but I had this dream about this job that I wanted. And the job to me, it showed me that like I walked into like this kind of like place, kind of looked like a school. And there was these two offices. There was this one office I looked in and it looked like it was kind of like outside. And I was like, kind of like, it was a little disorganized, but I didn't mind it because it was outside and I love being an outdoors person. So I saw that and I was just like, and I opened up like that door and I remember showing like that room to my mom or the office to my mom. And I'm just like, oh, I could get a job here and this is what it looks like. And as soon as I saw it, I recognized what job it was. And then I saw this other job and this other job was when I opened up this other door, and that door is a lot more organized and it looks, honestly, to me, it just looked a little bit more boring. And I recognized and knew what job that was right away. And I just like kind of knew, I was just like, I kind of know what choice I need to make. So in that sense too, dreams, they really speak to us in ways that we'll understand, whether it's these signs or symbols or people as well. Certain people can basically be signs in your dreams. Where was I going with this? But basically, yeah, guys, certain things can influence your dreams, and basically you can have these positive experiences where dreams are able to communicate to you and just let you know of what's going on in your current life. Oh, I was talking about subconscious mind. That's what I was saying. See, I'm like messing up. But anyways, so subconscious mind, guys, your subconscious mind really comes alive when you dream. So just basically be careful of what you suppress. Try not to really suppress anything. Don't don't be, so emo and just suppress everything. It's good to talk about it and honestly write it down if you can. Just deal with it now so it doesn't, come back to like haunt you in a dream. So you're not having these reoccurring dreams. And I used to have these reoccurring dreams. I haven't had it in a while, and I don't know. At first, I didn't know what the heck it meant. It was like a really disturbing dream. I hate having it, and every time I have it, I wake up and feel sick. I don't know why. But one of my reoccurring dreams is that like say for example in the dream, I'm usually just like doing something or talking to someone, and then the next thing you know, I just have this weird feeling in my mouth. And in the dream, I just have something stuck in my mouth, and it feels like, the only way I can put it is just imagine like you have sand that is kind of like glued, not really like sand that's like glue, and it's stuck in your mouth, and you're trying to get it out, and it's like coming out slowly. and I'm like putting like my hand in my mouth trying to like scrape that substance or whatever it is off my tongue, and to take it all out my mouth. And I've had this dream, like honestly maybe like 7 times, honestly. And each time I wake up from the dream, I feel nauseous after I wake up. I've looked it up and tried to see what it meant. Like all I've got from it was that, like, I guess I need to like express myself. I need to talk more. And I've been working on that, but yeah, I've had that dream a bunch of times. I think the last time I had it was maybe like, honestly, a couple months ago. But yeah, like that's like a really disturbing dream. I don't know if you guys have like reoccurring dreams. I don't know what type of reoccurring dreams you guys have, but that's like one for me. Another one that I have is like I'm always in this location, and I'm always in this location that like I feel like I'm like in ancient China, and it's just like a weird place. Like for some reason, when I'm in the dream, I just know where to go. I know who to interact with, and just like it's just really weird but cool. So I had this one dream that I was like, I don't know the time era in China, but I knew I was in China, and like I was walking like on a dirt ground, and I look down at the ground, and like I see my feet. I'm like wearing no shoes, and that didn't even like bother me or even occur to me. I just thought it was natural, and I was like walking around, like going to stores, like going to like markets, and it was just like it just felt like I was just home. It was weird. Another dream I've had, being in that same place. I was like walking around that place, and with like my wife, and I'm walking like behind like a back alley, kind of near like a dock, and it's like nighttime. And I'm just like telling my wife to just be careful, walk this way, don't walk, be careful walking under this overpass with me, because there's like a lot of homeless people or sketchy people that live here, so just be careful. So I don't know if you guys have dreams either where like you've like in the dream you just know where to go, or you feel like you've been there before. That could also be dreams that have to deal with like past lives. So dreams where you're at a location and you don't necessarily know how you know that place, but you just know where to go. That has to like deal with like past lives, or honestly, it could be with like a life in the future that you may live, but you just know. And the reason why is because in this reality that you basically travel to when you dream, everything already exists, if that makes sense. Sorry, hearing that noise, that's my cat. So basically, when you travel to this place, in your mind, essentially, you're in a place where everything that will or has existed will exist, well, or still exist. But it's just the only thing that really separates us from each other is kind of basically the dimensions and time. So basically, me having the dream about, say, that past life where I'm in China, that life already existed, because it's the past life, but it still exists because I'm able to travel to that reality, or that past moment, that past life. But yeah, guys, there's like a lot of benefits of like having dreams, guys, and just be able to get into that state. There's been people that were able to get into that theta state, and while they're in there, they're able to basically just they're able to like hear melodies, and basically to wake up in waking life and recreate that melody, or they're able to see certain sculptures or paintings or drawings and able to wake up and later reproduce that same exact drawing or painting they saw. So it's just a really nice thing that I think like, or ability we humans have, but it's often overlooked because we don't really, people don't really, I guess, I enjoy dreaming, but people often say they don't remember their dreams, and people don't often really try that much, so that's why we don't really remember. But next time you guys do dream, try to really just, when you wake up in the morning, just don't touch your phone. Like, just don't go for it. Just lay in bed or sit in bed with your eyes closed, and just meditate. Just think. You don't have to meditate if you don't want to. Just think and just try to remember what you saw in the dream. Just try to remember what occurred, and it may come to you. And that's what usually works for me. So next time you guys want to get some inspiration from within, from yourself, try to dream, guys, and remember your dream. But that's it for today's podcast, guys. Have a good one.